Hello. So in this video we will read about modes of transmission of diseases. We all know that many diseases are transmitted from one person to another or by some other factors. Other reasons are also there, but transmission takes place in two ways. First is the direct transmission, means directly if the person is in contact or in any other manner, if the person is related to the disease causing animal or person, then the person will get the infection. So all these are infectious diseases and these are transmitted from one person to another through direct transmission. Directly. Why? You all know that there are some viral diseases which are chickenpox, measles, smallpox, mumps. In these diseases, we should take precaution. We should isolate the person who is suffering from these diseases, because these are these can be transmitted from infected person to a healthy person, because these are viral diseases. Examples are chickenpox and measles. I have written only two, but don't think that only two diseases are there. Second is droplet infection. Droplet means whenever we sneeze, we cough, we spit, from our body some liquids come out and these carry the disease germs. So these are the diseases like tuberculosis, influenza and pneumonia. These are transmitted through droplet infection. And third is contact with soil. Tetanus is a disease which is always transmitted to a person through soil, because its pathogen is present in soil. So the disease is tetanus. Fourth is the animal bites. We all know that dog bite is not safe. Any other animal which roams here and there. So what it eats, where it sleeps, what diseases, what germs he carries, we don't know. So monkey and dog bites cause rabies. The food that is eaten by any animal should not be eaten by human beings. Diphtheria means the disease is transmitted through cat. So in this way we see that so many diseases are transmitted from one animal to another. Here I have written rabies, which is caused by the bite of monkey or dog. And fifth is the through placenta. Students, you all know AIDS is a viral disease which is transmitted to the offspring through its mother. So through mother. So AIDS is a viral disease and this virus is transmitted to the newly born baby or the embryo through placenta. So there are some other diseases which are very dangerous, and these are German measles and syphilis. These all diseases are transmitted to the young ones through placenta, means through mother body. Students, second mode of transmission of diseases are indirect transmission, means in this mode of transmission of diseases, the patient is not in close contact with the healthy person to whom the disease is transferred. So, the indirect transmission also takes place through many ways. First is carriers and vectors. There are some diseases which are caused by some insect bite. So, these insects are the carriers or vectors. Like we all know that malaria is caused by the female Anopheles mosquito, which injects the protozoa which causes malaria. Filaria is the another disease which is also caused by a protozoa. Typhoid, cholera, these are spread by eating the infected food or water. And what makes the food infected? The flies, which carry the germs with them, and when they sit on the food, they just leave the germs on the food. And we should not eat or drink water which we don't know that it is pure, clear or not, safe for drinking or eating. We don't know, and we eat, means street food. So we should avoid these type of things to remain healthy. And the diseases which are transmitted by carriers or vectors are malaria, typhoid, cholera and so on. Very many diseases are there. Second is through air. We all know that by sneezing, coughing or spitting we cause diseases, means we are releasing the germs or infection that we have, and these are carried, means pass on through the air. So the droplets pass on through the air, and these are the diseases which are caused by the air transmission are influenza, pneumonia, tuberculosis, common cold. There are so many diseases. Third is through contaminated food and water. Just now I have told you carriers and vectors. So this is also a contamination which is caused by some flies and some other insects, which makes our food and water contaminated. Water get contaminated by many other reasons, not only by the flies. It can mix with the sewer or some unhygienic things which get mixed with the water. So in this way water is also a cause of disease, and there are so many waterborne diseases. All these diseases are also known as waterborne, means liver and intestine, stomach, all these can get affected by eating food and water which are contaminated. Fourth is contaminated blood and injection needles. Yes, this is the mode of transmission of disease which is very harmful, and some very dangerous diseases can be transmitted through needles, means injection needles, and by the blood transfusion. Hepatitis B and AIDS, both diseases can be passed on or can be transmitted to a healthy person when the person is transfused with the infected blood. Means we should always properly test the blood before transmission. But whenever we are in hurry to save the life, sometimes we ignore it. This is not a good thing, and the person may get ill with hepatitis B or AIDS. There are so many cases which are infected only by the contaminated blood or injected needles. So nowadays we all see that every time, means one time needles are used after giving injection to a person, the needle is discarded. And fifth is fomite-borne diseases. Fomite-borne diseases are the diseases which are passed on by the infected person when he touches the articles used by him or the clothes. So we should not use any other person's towel, handkerchief and the clothes which are in close contact with the skin. There may be many fungal diseases, and nowadays we all are, the whole world is suffering from COVID-19. We all are too much afraid. So if we want to stay healthy, we should we use a mask, and after any time touching any substance, any article outside our home, we just wash our hand. Why? Because this is also a type of fomite-borne. There are many modes of transmission of COVID-19. So it is also asked by the scientists and doctors that after touching any article we should wash our hand or sanitize our hand. Why? Because this is also can be transmitted, because whenever we touch and we touch our hand, nose or mouth or eyes, the virus can enter in our body. So this is also a type of fomite-borne disease, and these are some 5 modes of transmission of indirect transmission of diseases. 5 direct and 5 indirect mode of transmission of diseases. Hope you all have now clear idea about this topic. Bye.